Hello everyone, this is Efrossini you from Love Group K. I'm hosting a weekly meeting on Streamyard, and Dr. Veena will now present us a slide presentation on COVID. We have decided to all discuss an aspect of the COVID-19 pandemic today. So, Veena, the floor is to you.
Okay, thank you, Efrossini. Yeah, so I'll be talking about impact of COVID-19 pandemic on education. Yeah, so the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the educational systems worldwide, leading to near closure of schools, universities, and colleges. The online learning has become a critical lifeline for education as institutions seek to minimize the potential for community transmission. And lack of access to technology or good internet connectivity is a big obstacle to continued learning, especially for students from disadvantaged families.
Veena, you can go to the bottom of your screen and see the slide and click.
Okay, let me. UNESCO recommendations. UNESCO is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, and it has made 10 recommendations for engaging in online learning. So,
yes,
the first one is
arrow. That's right. Yes, you click on the arrow and you will move to the next one. Okay,
yeah.
You're on slide 4.
Yeah, so the first one is the examining the readiness and to choose the most relevant tools. So knowing the reliability of local power supplies, the internet connectivity and the digital skills, we can do that. We have to ensure the inclusion of distance learning program. So only limited number of students, if they have access to digital devices, then we should consider the decentralization of devices from the computer labs of the institutes where they are registered and provide them with internet connectivity. And we need to protect the data privacy and data securities whenever we are assessing any applications to be shared with the students. We have to prioritize the solutions to address the psychological settings, the challenges before teaching. So we have to create communities to ensure that regular human interactions addresses the possible psychological challenges for students, especially in this time of isolation. We have to plan the study schedule of distance learning program. So we have to organize it according to the situation of the affected zones, the level of studies, and also the needs of the students and availability of the students, of the parents for lower classes. We have to provide the support to teachers and parents on the use of digital tools. So orientation or basic training has to be provided to teachers and parents also in the lower classes students. And we have to blend appropriate approaches and limit the number of applications and platforms. We should not overburden students by asking them to download too many applications or platforms. We have to define, we have to develop distance learning rules and monitor students through for learning process. So we have to have exercises closely related to the student learning processes by asking them to sing questions and tests or exercises and not ask them to scan material and send it forth. We also have to define the duration of distance learning units based on students' self-regulation skills. So the classes shouldn't exceed for 20 minutes for lower classes and for 40 to 50 minutes for the higher classes. And we have to create communities and enhance connection along with having strategies to cope with learning difficulties by helping the teachers, the students and parents and along with the school management. This has to be arranged. So we need to have happy learning teaching experiences among ourselves, and some guidelines provided all these guidelines over here will definitely facilitate our learning and teaching experiences. Thank you all for patient listening.
Thank you,
So
Veena, for a very interesting presentation, which is a burning issue to all of us here as we're all teachers. I found that very interesting, and I'd like to ask you how these instructions, these tips proposed by UNESCO were implemented in India and in your experience. Was
so
distance
it's
learning, online learning and teaching possible, and under what conditions? What
I think
difficulties,
most
what challenges did you face, if you faced any?
uh, yeah, so I think we'll have a problem a lot for the accessibility of the devices for the students and connectivity. That's a big issue. So maybe some small material which can be passed on through social media may help it better. Large volume of bandwidth is not really affordable for many of our students. That would be a big challenge, I feel.
Smita, would you like to tell us something about your experience in your college? Did you switch over to online teaching, or were lessons simply interrupted because of the pandemic?
Actually, I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me.
1 minute.
I'll pose the question in the chat, and maybe Pradhnya, if you heard me, you could answer.
Yeah, the connectivity is the major issue because that issue, the connectivity issue is to be handled very carefully because not every student or every faculty or teacher will be getting the connectivity. So the major issue in India will be the connectivity. And first of all, and the major another what I feel is to change the mindset of the teachers, because in India we are not very much acquainted with the technology, and we are not using those digital platforms. It's a big challenge for us. So anybody would like to present now, or I shall proceed with my presentation?
Just a minute, I'd like Lolly Jane to tell
Even
us,
Pradhnya madam has to present.
about her experience, both as a professor and as a mother, because you told me that your son had Microsoft Teams in his school, so that means that they probably switched to online classes. We can't hear you, Lolly. Are you muted? We can't.
Pradhnya madam, are you presenting?
Yeah.
Lolly,
I'm not
Okay.
presenting. I will just stop.
can you repeat
Yes.
what you will tell us?
Yes. Efrossini, actually, um, the college that my son is in has been using online tools for a long time, and they have a well-established system. It's one
Okay.
of our own trust institutes, that is Sonia Trust, an engineering college. So they are much more advanced. But just like in your countries, you start using these tools right from the school days. That is not the trend in India so far. Now, of course, the schools have also started using digital boards, smart boards, etc. But still, I would not say that the teachers are so well trained in using this. So
Very
currently, this COVID situation has initiated, at least all the teachers to learn these tools. And I am very hopeful, and I see a very bright future that maybe in a year or so, all the teachers will definitely be well versed with these tools and use them for online learning. And students, yes, indeed, they learn much faster than the teachers. So the problem is more at the teacher end than at the student end, except for the device and the connectivity issues, which are at both the ends, I feel. So I think that's my take on this particular issue of teaching learning.
Okay, so this would account why so many colleagues from your country took part in this long course in order to get training in online teaching then.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
true.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
Rita, now that you've seen the question in the chat, would you
Yeah.
like to add something, or does your experience coincide with that of Lolly, and do you agree with her? Would you like to add something?
Efrossini, if you don't mind, can I do my presentation?
You will, you will, you will.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Mario, could
Yes,
you tell us about your experience in Italy? What happened to classes in
yes,
Italy and in the primary school? So primary schools are really interesting because the authorities' priority in Greece, at least, was to protect little children, to avoid having classes because they are at risk of passing on the disease to others, to aged people, to their grandparents. So in order to prevent community spread, the closure of schools and primary schools was a top priority.
I, as you know, COVID came on our state, our nation, like a flash, like a big surprise. It found the COVID found ourselves very not prepared to face this situation. So you know that we knew about the closure of the schools uh, from a day to another. Suddenly, I don't know if am I clear.
Yes,
Suddenly, yes,
this
and so
happened in Greece too, Mario,
yes,
because it was a state of emergency. In
yes,
Greece,
it
the
was a state
decision
of
was
emergency.
made
Yes, you
on
are.
Tuesday, the 10th of March in the evening. I was at school when I heard about it. We were told that the next day we were not going back to school. That was an emergency decision. Yes?
So the starting situation was left to the, I can say, the enterprising of the singular teachers. Every single teacher is used. This is an issue that Veena uh, showed in his slide presentation, because every teacher started to make a kind of online school by themselves, starting with personal enterprise. For example, someone started with the Skype, someone else with WeSchool. These are all devices that you know, WeSchool, and so on. And in a second step was, please everybody organize to use the same way to connect with our students. And so we decided, because it was useful, was better for everybody. We started to use Google Suite, and that was I see I experimented. It was very functional and very friendly users for the students, for the parents of the students too. What else? We can say maybe it passed about a month, because we closed the school. I remember the exact date, on the 5th of the March. The last day that we went to school in Italy was the 4th of March. The school were closed on the 5th of March. Then we passed about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then we start with this kind of systematic, structural online school. Okay, online classes.
Yes.
And that's all. Now we finish. Of course, you know that we can't spend so many time in online classes, because it's not healthy, not so healthy for the students. to pass so much time before a PC and I can say watching slides, watching share the pages of electronic books and so on. Well, I reduced my original timetable of a third. Yeah, with the time about the time that I spent with my students in online classes and so on. And you know that this was the last week of the school in Italy, and we are preparing, as I told you, for September. I Everybody has no idea of how about we can start a presence school, a live school with students that come physically, materially to the school. I don't know. We can keep in touch and we can share this experience.
Thank you very much, Mario.
You're welcome.
We have been live for 16 minutes now. Shall I end the broadcast and then we'll come back for a next round, and Smita, you can do your presentation, and Lolly too.
Pradhnya madam wants to talk about COVID.
Okay.
I will click on end broadcast, which stops the live. I don't know if that sends a
Pradhnya madam.
video.
Pradhnya madam, you can unmute yourself and see if you want to speak on COVID.
I want to speak. I don't have any presentation.
That's okay. So
I have to stop now because it will be difficult.
I will take 5 minutes only.
No, Pradhnya madam, problem is if the recording goes beyond 15 minutes, it does not get uploaded on YouTube. So
Mario,
we will
probably be able to upload it. Mario, you can upload longer videos, but I think it's safer not to have very long videos. So what we can do, Pradhnya, is go out now. I will send you another link and you'll have a full session to yourself so that you don't need to edit the video. You see what I mean?
No, I will take Efrossini. I will take not more than 5 to 7 minutes. Maybe less than that.
Yes, but we have 18 minutes. Mario, will you be able to upload a video that's longer than 20 minutes on YouTube?
You are talking about this video or another one?
This video.
This video. Sorry, but I can't now because I'm not hosting.
No, not now. I will send it to you. I will send it to
yes,
you.
Yes. Maybe yes. We can try. Okay, we can try. Yes. Okay.
Okay, if you like, we can go on, Pradhnya. So
yeah, I think I can. Yeah.
Okay, you can start sharing your screen.
I do not have screen sharing. I just want to talk for maybe 5 minutes. Yes. So what about the recording?
It's getting recorded.
Now it's getting recorded.
Okay, it's getting recorded. So should I
If
start?
you want to be on the safe side, you can take a screencast of it at the same time.
Yeah, I will do that also. Yeah. Okay. So should I start?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you start Screencast-O-Matic and then start.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Pradhnya Prabhu here from India, and I would like to talk on COVID-19. It's a totally new world for each one of us, and we were never prepared for it. We learn to live in the circumstances which are present now slowly. Talking about the education sector as a teacher, I have to change my teaching style, use different tools, online modes of teaching, use LMS extensively, and so on. But this lockdown period actually was the blessing in disguise for all of us, and we could learn many things through different courses. Blended learning is very important. Now we need to think more about online mode. To maintain safe distancing, we need to have action plan. We have large number of students who achieve the self distancing. Should we reduce our syllabus? Should we allot some modules for self study? How to conduct the practicals in the lab with self distancing? How to maintain the safety in the corridors, in the campus, outside and inside the class? Hundreds of questions, thousands of questions. I think the time will give the answers. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Pradhnya. Thank you, Pradhnya.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So shall I end the broadcast here, and I'll send you a new link so that we can start
Yes.
a new recording, a short recording, so that Lolly can give her presentation, and then
Yeah.
depending on the time, we'll have another one, so we don't need to edit. I will also present. Okay, so I'll click on end broadcast.
Efrossini, you will send it on the mail, please.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Okay.
When it's been processed, right?
Yeah.
So now I will send you the link to a new meeting, a new broadcast.